Jewelry Store Maglock Kit. Don't forget to always isolate your connections with electric tape or wire nuts. Get your 16 or 18 gauge cable and connect it to both terminals of the power supply. Make sure to screw it in securely in place. On the Altronix SMP3 power supply board, locate the terminals for the alternating current marked with the letters AC. Connect the wires from the power supply to both terminals on the board marked with the AC letters. Now on the Altronix SMP board, locate the terminals marked BAT plus and minus. Connect the red cable to the terminal marked with the plus sign and the black cable to the terminal marked with the minus sign. Connect the red cable to the positive terminal of the battery and the black cable to the negative terminal of the battery. If the battery has charged, the LED marked DC should light up. Now connect the power supply to the power outlet. If the wiring is correct, the LED marked AC should light up. You should now have an operational backed up DC power supply. Use the two available terminals marked DC plus and minus to feed the system you want to use with it. Remember to be mindful of polarity since this is a direct current or DC system. Connect a free piece of wire to the positive DC terminal of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Connect a free piece of wire to the negative DC terminal of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. On your 433 wireless receiver, find the positive, red wire, and the negative, black wire terminals. Connect the positive of the 433 wireless receiver to the DC positive of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Connect the negative of the 433 wireless receiver to the DC negative of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Connect the common or the blue wire of the 433 wireless receiver to the negative of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Connect the normally open or green wire of the 433 wireless receiver to the negative or black wire of the buzzer. Connect the positive or red wire of the buzzer to the DC positive of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Now you should have the normally closed or yellow wire of the 433 wireless receiver ready for the next step. Remember, on your 433 wireless receiver, you must match the sequence of the dip switches on your receiver to the transmitters so that they can communicate. On the key switch, identify the normally closed connector, which is the red wire, and the common connector, which is your blue wire. Connect the normally closed from the 433 wireless receiver, which is your yellow wire, to the normally closed red wire of the key switch. Now you should have the common or blue wire on the key switch for the next step. Connect a piece of wire to the negative terminal of the magnetic lock. Connect the piece of wire to the positive terminal of the magnetic lock. Connect the common terminal from the key switch or the blue wire to the negative wire coming from the magnetic lock. Connect the wire coming from the positive terminal on the magnetic lock to the DC positive wire of the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Now you should have a fully operational kit. Plug in the Altronix SMP3 power supply. Do not forget to also plug in your battery terminals and test your circuits. Thanks for watching, and until the next time.